Today we'll be going over the top 5 Netflix movies. Let's get into the video. Lady Bird. I'm so glad Lady Bird exists and that it functions as an announcement that Greta Gerwig is not only a major talent, but also a talent that can go beyond herself. My fear in Lady Bird was that the movie would be too autobiographical, and Gerwig would have unintentionally created a parody of her mumblecore roles. Instead, she provided a film that was personal and specific. It's a movie that relishes its lived-in relationships with never being exclusionary. On my first viewing, I found the movie to be a very good example of the coming-of-age dramedy. Upon a repeat viewing, I see it as one of the best examples the genre has to offer. Saoirse Ronan and Laurie Metcalf are both amazing as they relish both the highs and lows of their mother-daughter relationship. And watching Lady Bird's rocky senior year of high school, complete with all the honest missteps a teenager makes, turns Gerwig's debut into an unforgettable feature. Fargo. The Coen brothers are two of the best filmmakers in history, and their darkly comic 1996 crime thriller Fargo is among their multiple masterpieces. Constantly engaging and surprising at every turn, the film is anchored by a stellar performance from Frances McDormand as a mild-mannered heroine Marge Gunderson. Like any good Coen brothers film, it's chock full of unforgettable characters, but the duo also do some of their best visual work with more than a few iconic shots populating the film. It's a mystery, it's a drama, it's a comedy. Fargo is a Coen brothers film through and through. Hunt for the Wilder People. Before Taika Waititi made one of the best MCU movies to date, and before he won an Oscar for Jojo Rabbit, he made a delightful New Zealand adventure movie in which a grumpy Sam Neill is forced to team up with a foul-mouthed child when the two are a target of a manhunt throughout the New Zealand bush. It's based on an existing book, but in tone and execution, Hunt for the Wilder People oftentimes feels like an adaptation of Roald Dahl before we even knew about it. It's delightful and whimsical and a little terrifying, with Waititi's playful anarchy throwing the whole thing off for good measure. This movie is guaranteed to put you in a good mood. Enola Holmes. Enola Holmes is one of the best and charming Netflix original movies released thus far. Based on the book series of the same name by Nancy Springer, this period mystery follows Millie Bobby Brown's titular character, who is the youngest Holmes sibling and has been raised nearly in solitude by her single mother. But when she awakes one day to find her mother is missing, she takes matters into her own hands and sneaks into London to solve the case. The film is tremendously fun as Enola fearlessly follows leads and hunts for clues, but it's also a surprisingly touching mother-daughter story with legitimately feminist themes. The script actually takes time to consider what it means to be a woman in a man's world in a way that's organic, and to the story at hand. It's one of Brown's best performances, but Henry Cavill is also a delight as Sherlock Holmes himself. Once the movie ends, you'll be begging Netflix to make many more sequels.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes. The famous detective, my genius brother. He will have all the answers.
Enola.
Path you can take, Enola. Yours, or the path others choose for you.
Moneyball. Brad Pitt gives one of the best performances of his career in the 2011 sports drama Moneyball, which went through a fraught development period, but came out pretty spectacular on the other end. Based on a true story, Pitt plays Bill Bean, a former baseball player and current general manager of the Oakland Athletics, who takes a gamble on using statistics instead of scouts to build his team. Jonah Hill earned an Oscar nomination for his dramatic turn as sabermetrics guru Peter Brand, while Philip Seymour Hoffman is unsurprisingly a scene stealer as the team's manager who opposes this abnormal method. Bennett Miller directs the film with a quiet introspection as Bean looks back on how his past has shaped from his best and worst tendencies. And the film works as well as a parallel to pitch transition from Hollywood hunk to thoughtful performer. As a bonus, the screenplay gets a crackerjack boost from Aaron Sorkin, whose scenes kick out in the best way.
In order to buy wins, you need to buy runs.
Who are you?
I'm Peter Brand.
First job in baseball?
It's my first job anywhere.
It's incredibly hard.
He can't throw. But what can he do?
You want me to speak?
We're not pointing you yet.
He gets.
That's going to do it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like on the video, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.